does a person lose weight when they're eating when their body tells them to? Well, let me tell you, here's the clue. The clue is that we don't gain weight when we're eating when we're hungry, do we? No. Think about that for just a second. Let that sink in for you. If you eat when you're hungry, will you gain weight? No. If you eat the right amount, you won't, because your body needs that fuel. It's telling you, feed me. In fact, exactly the opposite happens. If you ignore hunger, you're more likely to lower your metabolism and ultimately gain weight, right? So Am I Hungry works for weight loss because we help you stop eating for all of the other reasons. Does that make sense? So once you stop eating because you're stressed, because you're tired, because you're bored, because you're lonely, all of the reasons that we were eating, and start eating when we're hungry, we actually consume a lot less calories and feel more satisfied and have more energy and nourish our bodies more effectively. So last time we wrapped up by saying all foods fit, and we talked about 3 principles that you could use to help you decide what to eat no matter what. Do you remember what those 3 principles were? Balance, variety, and moderation. Excellent, good. So balance, variety, and moderation will guide you in what foods to eat that'll keep you healthy. However, it's a little more challenging than that because there is so much variety in our environment, and it's hard sometimes to be moderate. So what I want to do today is spend a little time helping you decide what to eat. What to eat. We're going to do this by learning 3 simple questions that you can ask yourself at any point. Asking yourself what you want is such an important question to ask first. And the reason that it's important is because if you don't eat what you want, you'll eventually get around to it anyway. You know what I'm talking about? So let's talk a little bit about a process for how you can begin to balance eating for health with eating for pleasure. This is one of the most important keys to this process because ultimately, if you're going to do this long term, you have to figure out how to balance what you want with what you need. And I'm going to tell you a little secret. When you can eat anything that you want, you're actually going to want healthy foods once in a while. Yeah? Yes? It's amazing, but this is the sort of thing I hear all the time. I had one patient, he said, "Oh, I don't think so, Dr. May. I mean, all I would want to eat is steak and potatoes. I'm telling you, I'm a steak and potatoes guy." Well, you know, there was probably something to that. That's how he was raised. So I said, well, try it, see what you think, but you have to really allow yourself to, to eat what you want and listen to your body. Sure enough, he came back and he said, "Yep, I told you, steak and potatoes, 3 days in a row, lunch and dinner." I said, okay, what about the 4th day? "Oh my gosh, how many days can you eat steak and potatoes for?" So, sure enough, he had started to gravitate toward balance, variety, and moderation. Intuitively, his body knew. He knew that that wasn't the right thing all the time. And it's boring anyway. So the truth is when you let go of all those rules, you're not going to want to eat all the bad foods. As soon as they're not bad anymore, what's the point?
I've gotten so much good information that I'm going to just start practicing the steps that I learned, and I'm very excited about it.